I made this quick. Time is money. I got things to do, and that's money making. Anyway, let's get on with this. I am the man that is here every single time. Here with another guest. I'll bring in very shortly. You know who I am, the number one heel. Let me find my graphic. Ricky Coleman. And this is the channel you put your chips on. The channel will take any transaction. The channel that goes all out. And the channel that's on it, it is the People's Wrestling Channel. Let's get a couple of bits of promotion out of the way first. That's where I make my money out of you people. So add me on Facebook, Ricky J. Pate. Go and do that right now or after this. Follow me on Twitter, Rick the Rock 30. And if anybody's watching who's subscribed over the SummerSlam weekend, a couple of weekends ago, thank you for that. Two final pieces. Check out WWA World Wrestling Alliance on Facebook. And last but not least, always like and subscribe for those two shout outs. 214, 6 away from 220. Get me there. As I bring my guest, as I say, he joined me for the SummerSlam review. Link in the description for his Twitter if you want to find him. I recommend you do. He's a man all the way from America, the Englishman himself. Good cop, bad cop. It is Graham. And how are you today?
Hey, I'm good, Ricky. We're on holiday over here, Labor Day weekend. I'm rocking my AEW stuff. I'm ready for All Out.
Yeah, I'll see you.
I'll take the mask off, though.
I don't think you need the mask. I'll see you in your AEW mask, t-shirt, ready for All Out. So let's get to picture number one. So it's going to be the All Out predictions. The match that got made last night. Now, have you heard anything about why Pac and Andrade isn't happening?
Oh, no, I didn't. I literally actually watched some highlights from Tuesday night just before we came on air. No, I have no idea.
I'm presuming it's COVID. That's kind of the...
yeah.
I'm guessing it's COVID. I don't know. It might not be. But apparently Pac and Andrade is going to be scheduled for a further Dynamite, which I think this would have been a wasted opportunity. I think Ric Flair would have debuted. But these things happen, so this match has been made. I don't know if you have seen this or not. Got made on Dynamite. Here we go. So on the buy-in, best friends Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor, Utah Wheeler, for Wheeler Utah, and it was there, Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus taking on Matt Hardy, the Private Party, so Matt Hardy Office, and TH2, I think they're called. Jesus, a lot of people there. Nobody cares about. Orange Cassidy last year had a match, wasn't it, at All Out last year, and he had a match actually to do with his gimmick against Chris Jericho. He went over, and now he just... I get a match has to be made to the kickoff show, pre-show buy-in. I get these situations happen, COVID. But Orange Cassidy, the thing last year, this year it's there, he's just there. Matt Hardy, just there. So, yeah, the faces to win, I think. Who are you going for?
There were some people on that picture, I got to admit, that I don't even know who they were, so I'm struggling. There were some people in there who I am interested in. I would really like to see Wheeler Utah win. Current independent wrestling TV champion. I don't think he's going to. I'm going to go with my boy Orange Cassidy. I'm be excited to see him. Even if he doesn't win, he's going to be entertaining. He won't win. He doesn't need to win to be over, but I'm going to go ahead and pick Orange Cassidy.
My first look at Wheeler Utah, so I always like seeing new people. But yeah, I think the faces win here. A match that was meant to be on the buy-in, but now he's on the main show. the women's casino battle royal. I'm not going to go through all 21. But a couple that I've never heard of: Julia Hart and Diamante. So again, it'd be good to see those names. So who do you think is winning, and who do you think the surprise entrant's going to be?
Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. I'm going to go ahead and pick Nyla Rose. She hasn't had such a prominent role since she first won the title, so it makes sense that they would bring her back to the title picture. Sure, Nyla Rose.
And the surprise entrant?
I didn't even know that there was going to be a surprise entrant. How about let's throw Chelsea Green in there? I know she's appeared at NWA last weekend, and she's appeared before, I think, All Out as well. So it wouldn't be that much of a surprise, but hey, sure.
Yeah, there's always a surprise entrant in the Battle Royal. I think last time it was Matt Sydal. No, it wasn't. It was Leo Rush.
Hey, actually, let me give you a different one, because I've just been listening to the Iconics as a podcast, and I know they're starting to tour soon. So how about one of the Iconics? We'll go with one of them.
My pick I'll pick the surprise entrance, rumored to be Ruby Riot or Ruby Soho. Should go by now.
Of course.
Okay. Another from the WWE. The W should have let her go? No, not really. It made no sense, but there you go.
Yeah.
To win it, does it matter who wins it? We're only going to lose to Britt, but I'll pick somebody. Thunder Rosa.
Okay.
She's popular. She seems to got momentum going. Yeah, I'll pick Thunder Rosa to win it, even though whoever wins, you're losing to Britt later down the road, probably the next Dynamite.
I think we've already got a spoiler on one of your predictions then.
We'll predict this match as if it was going to happen anyway, quickly. So it'll take 10 seconds to do it. So let's say this would have happened. Pac versus Andrade. I would have gone for Andrade. Who would you have gone for?
Yeah, I agree. I would have gone for Andrade as well. Yeah, the way they set it up, he didn't look particularly strong against Matt Sydal on Tuesday. So yeah, I would agree, Andrade.
We'll do one more match, and then I'll take a quick commercial break, doing two here that I forgot to do in our SummerSlam review. Anyway, this one should be fantastic. Paul White or Big Show versus QT Marshall. Who are you going for?
I hate to say it, and it's not the popular choice. I think QT Marshall's going to go over. He has people ringside who's going to help him. I think I know Paul White's a big, well-respected figure. I know it's like he's bringing back. I think he still gets over by the fact that, hey, he got cheated out of the win. But I'm going to go with QT Marshall. I'm not happy with that pick, but that's who I think will win, unfortunately.
It's cool. I just think it's another form of WWE. It's like, okay. And if this feels a lot like Saudi, you've got Punk, you've got Big Show, you've got the big names. Anyway, that's another show, another company. But this one, it'd be cool to see Paul White or Big Show in another company. They've done nothing with QT Marshall. I suppose he needs a win. But I'm going to pick Paul White to win. Yeah, especially with Billy Gunn. I think that could be a few later down the line. What do you think?
I have no idea what plans they've got. I guess until we see the result of this match, that's probably going to decide everything. Like depending on the circuit, if he wins or it loses or the circumstances, and I don't know. I have no idea what the long-term plans are for him at all. They could go a lot of different ways, obviously. And
Billy Gunn, another one that seems to have done nothing. The whole theme of AEW, but whatever, people that say, oh, I'm going to get...
I wouldn't say he's done nothing. I would say he's been a good role model. Like I say, he's been wrestling with his son as well, and he's kind of been bringing those on as well. I think perhaps not in the ring he's been a major force, but I'm sure on the outside he's been one of those people, the trainers. He can guide people. He's got a lot of experience. For a guy who's in his 50s, he wrestles fantastically.
Yeah, okay, maybe not doing nothing, but okay, I'll take... It's all 20 seconds to say this, but people say, oh, people are going to go to AEW and get so much better treatment than WWE. No. The WWE right now, Universal title is more important than WWE title, which just makes no sense. They're in their own title. But being WWE champion, nothing bigger than that. So, no. Anyway, I'll take one commercial break quickly, and then we'll play another one later. So right there from our t-shirts, protein tees, Gullman's, we've got 5 designs now. So yeah. So we'll go to
just quickly, Ricky. Anyone who's in the US who's listening, if you use code Labor Day, LABORDAY, today going through the 6th, you actually get 20% off your order as well. So if you're looking to buy, now's the time to go get it.
Definitely in time for All Out. We might not get it for All Out, but maybe if in America you will. Over here you're waiting months. I bought t-shirts before of another YouTuber to support him, and it took months to. I just didn't think they were coming, and they turned up. So anyway, we'll go to a title match. This one, steel cage for the AEW tag team titles. The Young Bucks taking on the Lucha Bros. This should be a good one. But I think Young Bucks retain here. Yeah, what do you think?
Can't argue with you. I'm 100% with you. I think it'll be an entertaining match. There'll be a lot of that flippy stuff, which I really enjoy watching. There'll be obviously a lot of setup to get the moves to look spectacular. I'm perfectly okay with that. It's entertainment. But yeah, I don't see anything else besides Young Bucks retaining.
Next title match. Miro taking on Eddie Kingston for the TNT title. Again, it should be a good one. I'm so far looking for the big match. So AEW meant to do big matches, but there you go. They've got months to build a pay-per-view. So are you picking here?
I would love to tell you that I'm picking Eddie Kingston. I'm a guy who was on the indies for so long and finally came up, and he's kind of had his big opportunity and kind of ran with it and become really popular. I would love to say that they would continue that. I just don't see it. I want to see it. I think Miro's going to win it, unfortunately. I don't think that's the right decision, but that's neither here nor there. Miro is who I think he's going to win.
I think Miro slaughters him probably, but I would say Miro's getting better creative to be more creative and more himself rather than. But then Rusev they got him over. So it's kind of which way you look at it, I suppose. This one, you have to help me out here. Jon Moxley taking on Satoshi Kojima.
If you're asking me to help you out on Japanese wrestlers, you're going to be sorely disappointed. That is my Achilles heel right there.
I'm guessing New Japan.
I would guess so.
Jon Moxley.
I know some New Japan people. It's not a name I'm familiar with, so it could be a legend, perhaps. I don't know.
Jon Moxley to win here, and from AEW champion to fighting. This might be fantastic. This might be the match of the year. This might be someone like an undiscovered talent that we've never heard of, and might be like saying a legend, but whatever. Who are you going for?
No, I'm going for Moxley as well. But the thing I will say is I think a lot of it's just on the ignorance of me that I just don't know that scene at all. Whenever I've seen these people who people have hyped up before and I've never heard of them, the matches have always been amazing. So I still think you should expect a really good match. I'm a big Jon Moxley fan. When he was over in WWE, he was one of my favorites. So I prefer the Moxley character. I like the hardcore match. I'm not sure what type. Is there any stipulations or anything? Like, is it going to be tending towards deathmatch? Or I assume it'll probably go to that way pretty quickly, but yeah, Moxley, I'm sure. Well, I don't see why you'd let somebody from another company win against your former champion.
I've heard of, obviously, got a couple of people out in New Japan, Okada, Will Ospreay, but I couldn't tell you the entire roster.
Yeah, you're like me. Perhaps on one hand, and then after that, you're starting to struggle a bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
A couple of names, I'm like, I think Yoshitatsu has done bits, but again, yeah, not the whole roster. This should be a good one, and hopefully this is the end of the feud. MGF versus Chris Jericho. If Chris Jericho loses, he retires from in-ring action. He's got the Fozzy Tour coming up, so I didn't go off. Did dang. But the Fozzy Tour coming up. Who do you think is winning?
I actually think this is one of the hardest ones to predict. Like, you just can't see them wanting to get rid of Jericho yet. Like, he still has so much to offer. I guess he could become a manager. I think he'd be wasted just on commentary. Like, he can do that, but I really am struggling on this one. I'm going to pick Jericho just by the fact I know he's lost. I think 3 now. He's lost to MJF. Can you really see him losing 4 and that being it? That just seems. I know as an older talent, you want to put over the new talent, but there just seems other ways of doing it. So I'm sure they want to continue this for some reason. So Jericho, but yeah, I'm really strange the way they booked this one.
Will it be an actual retirement and he's done forever, or will he retire and come back next year? Who knows? Do the wrestlers actually ever retire?
On WWE, they always get around it by saying, like, you're going to leave Raw forever. And you're like, well, that's fine. He'll just appear on SmackDown. And then that's normally what happens. But they didn't say he was going to leave Dynamite or anything like that. And but they said he would stop wrestling for AEW. So, yeah, really strange.
He's 50, so I think time to retire. Should MJF lose to Chris Jericho? I think he should have ended at Blood and Guts. That was a correct and a half. I think MJF does it, and I think Chris goes on tour for a while, comes back, he'll be commentator on Dynamite, and then he will wrestle again. Or maybe this is it. But anyway, MJF to win, I think.
If he has an injury, you can understand why they'd put that stipulation in, and it kind of makes the match a little bit bigger. But yeah, I don't know. I hope Jericho wins. Hope.
I'll play for a quick commercial on my socials so people follow, add me, all of that. So yeah, people follow me, add me. That's the last commercial played. 3 more matches left, 2 title matches, and then the main match, which I think should be the main event. Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander for AEW Women's title. Okay. Who are you picking?
This is kind of painful for me. I'm a big Chris Statlander fan. I got to see her recently on the Indies at IWTV 100 up in New Jersey, and she deserves to be the champion. I think she's the much better wrestler, and unfortunately, she's not going to win. It's definitely going to be. I'm already agreeing with your earlier prediction. Britt Baker is definitely winning this. She's got Jamie Hayter in her corner as well. There's no way that Brittany, but this is the one I'm most confident on. Britt Baker's the winner.
Yeah, she just won the title. She's having these hardcore matches. She's over. Yeah, Britt Baker winning. I think Statlander put on a good match with her. But I'd be totally shocked if she won.
I don't think Britt Baker's going to win clean. I will say that. I'm sure Jamie Hayter's going to be part of it and cheat her out of the win just to keep the rivalry going a little bit possibly as well.
2 more matches and then we'll discuss who you think may be turning up. Rematch. Kenny Omega versus Christian for the AEW World Title. This was meant to be Hangman Page. I don't know why it wasn't. I guess in COVID. At least he's injured. Or it's another reason that we're never going to find out. Omega to win. They're not putting 2 titles on Christian. Yeah, Omega's winning. What do you think?
I was shocked Christian won the last match, to be honest, so there's definitely no way Omega's losing this one. This one's kind of level with Britt Baker. Those 2 are retaining.
And the main event, per rumor to go on last, the best in the world. After 7 years, he's back. CM Punk versus Darby Allin. They could have picked somebody else. CM Punk's winning this. I'll be very shocked if he doesn't in his hometown in Chicago. What do you think?
All right. Now, when you do predictions, you always got to have that wild card prediction at some point, and we haven't done that. We've called everything so far. So I actually think that this one will be, there'll be a disqualification. I actually think there's going to be some outside interference. Both of these guys are faces right now. There's no reason to stop the progress of any of them. You can make a justification for both. On AEW Dark this week, there was actually interference, and Darby Allin came out and helped Sting. So I can't remember the people who came and interfered in the match. I'm not sure who it was. But yeah, I could see that happening again. I could see some other storyline being set up, possible triple threat in the future, or who knows what's going to. Yeah, I actually think this will be some sort of DQ. I don't think there'll be a winner for this one.
Okay.
You always have one of those somewhere on the card. So, hey, I had to try and think about it. I was like, I guess this one would make sense to do that. So, yeah, I'm going to pick no winner for this one.
I hate it when they do the DQs for WWE on every Raw, every SmackDown. And not only that, there's multiple DQs. It's just like, that's why no one's getting over.
I didn't say I didn't like it, but in terms of they're probably going to do something like that, and it keeps both of them strong as well. So it makes sense in that way as well.
And very quickly for WWE, they'll do a DQ match and nobody cares about, like Nakamura versus Apollo Crews. It's like just so they get a match the week after.
If we're going crazy booking, the one I would like to see is actually Sting turning on Darby Allin to let CM Punk actually win. CM Punk, they did actually talk in the ring. Sting said, "Our paths never crossed when we were wrestling before. You're already somebody I already respect." And then actually those two could team up, and woof, that would be a bit of a super group right there, Sting and CM Punk. That's massive fantasy booking right there, but that could be an interesting turn on things possibly.
And so the two people that could turn up could Adam Cole Baby or whatever he's going to call. He can't be called Adam Cole now, can he? He's Adam Cole before WWE, so he can be. Do you think he turns up?
I don't know. I think that's a real coin flip. I honestly have no idea. Normally, you kind of lean one way or the other. I just genuinely don't know. I know Britt Baker's obviously on AEW, which you think would be a big thing. It sounds like his wages have been offered to increase from 100,000 to $1 million, which is obviously, and you can get to appear on Raw or SmackDown, which is obviously what he wanted to do. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really torn on that one. And
rumored, predicted, I think he's almost signed. Daniel Bryan, does he turn up?
Yes, I would think Daniel Bryan turns up, particularly with the comment that CM Punk made the other day. I think it was even written on his shoe or something. I think I saw it was the initials DB or something. So, yes, I think Daniel Bryan will definitely turn up.
Yeah. Very quickly back to Adam Cole. They lost in the shuffle on Raw quickly on SmackDown. It's all about Reigns. So, probably lost in the shuffle there too.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Bryan turning up. Adam Cole, I think I would hold off. I've said it before, maybe to you, but to someone else. It just waters it down. You got Adam Cole coming in, Daniel Bryan coming in. Who else is coming in? It's just like, oh, another one. Anyway, that was our prediction. So I'll do this. There we go.
Was it promotion time?
Yeah.
Yeah, follow me at MGB Graham. The YouTube page is MGB Wrestling Podcast and Good Cop, Bad Cop Wrestling Podcast with at the Matt Attack UK every Sunday on Visionaries Global Media. But yeah, if you follow the Twitter accounts, then you'll see those when they come out. Yeah,
like I've said, when we drum with the review, definitely if everyone like being on this show, let him know, let me know. I can let him know. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I had fun.
That's the name of the game. That's what we try and do. We try and have fun, and then we try and throw a little bit of wrestling in there. The focus is definitely on the fun side, though, for sure.
Yeah, and I'll make sure to tag you in this when I put it on.
Yeah, I'll be happy to promote this one.
Last time I didn't. I'm just gonna get them thrown out there, just whatever. Kind of the wrong attitude to have, but that's what I do. Just done within seconds. Just right next. So I'll take you out for the second, and I'll just finish up. There we go. So my next video will be All Out review on Monday, hopefully with a guest. Hopefully they won't be asleep this time. Jesus Christ. And that's it. Our All Out predictions. I'll see you guys next time. Remember to like and subscribe, get me to 220. And it is Ricky Goldman out.